Flinch, Episode 2, Nice Neighborhood, by Jen Van Meter and Frank Quitley. A young man knelt beside a rusted dumpster, wrapping a strip of cloth around a girl's bleeding leg. She asked if he was hurt worse, but he waved it off, saying he'd learned how to patch himself up over time. Snow drifted through the alley as she mentioned hearing a gunshot and asked if he could still walk. He smiled faintly, helped her to her feet, and told her not to worry. He remembered when this neighborhood had been quiet. Old folks on porches, kids riding bikes, before the drugs came. Now it belonged to the gangs. She asked if they knew they were there. He said yes, they knew, and kept walking toward the basement. Downstairs, a handful of young survivors huddled under flickering candlelight and torn blankets. The girl with the fresh bandage said the Hawks had warned her about a group called the Sugar Daddies. Someone asked if she'd been one of them. She said it hadn't been a choice. A boy wearing cracked goggles rummaged through supplies, muttering about a new shipment coming soon. They'd need ammunition, though another warned that the gangs controlled every corner of the city. Outside, on a wall blackened with soot, someone had scrawled a message in blood-red paint. "You can't ignore us anymore." The elderlies had arrived, and they'd already hurt one of the kids. Inside, a boy bragged that he'd killed a flying ace alone. Talk turned to hidden weapons and vengeance. Just last week, the Silver Walls had raided them, leaving Lisa half dead before they fled. Lisa had run for her life through the snow, the drugged-up elderlies howling after her. When they lost her, they waited for the next shipment instead. But this time, the survivors were finished hiding. When the gang returned, the fight exploded. Bullets ripped through the dark. One girl calmly shot an attacker in the chest and whispered that he wouldn't be getting what he wanted, but she would. Later, the media laughed at the idea of violent senior gangs, blaming their madness on Rigora, the drug that kept their blood hot and their minds gone. Protests followed, demanding the drug's ban, but the bloodshed didn't stop. From Cloverton to Miami Beach, people whispered of cities trembling as the old rose again, restless, angry, and ready to reclaim the world that had forgotten them. And that's all for tonight. Stay tuned, because another nightmare is already on its way.